Water's rising fast. It's only, what, 2.5 feet to the top now? Looks like there's about another 8 inches of weepage that'll come in. But that's really going to depend on how much rain we get the next few days. If it stops raining, it's possible it'll go down a little bit. If it does not, and we get more rain, it will continue to rise until this ledge around the edge is covered. It should come up probably near halfway up that pipe or so, I'm guessing. Right toward the bottom somewhere, I'm not real sure. Bridge still looking good. Haven't done anything more on that. The ugly fence. So as you can see, I got the fence moved back on this corner. Basically just abandoned the corner post, took the 2 leaners, the support posts here, pulled them off that one, moved them back, and just took the wire and the mesh and everything else and just basically cut everything down the middle. Not really, but more or less. Cut everything, swung it around, tied it together there. Because when they come to remove that dirt pile, I'll come out here, snap this post off, get it out of the way, and just fill this. I'm going to leave that there for now so that nobody comes in here and shortcuts that like me. I'll be able to see where that hole is right in that corner. But we'll just flush this thing out across here. Then I'll have a nice wide turning area to turn in here. And when I put a fence in here, I will bring the fence over to somewhere right in this part. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. And then kind of 45 it in like that to about straight across with this post somewhere in here. I want to leave enough room to walk through here cleanly. Maybe even get a mower or something through here. So it might be a little tight here, but I'll make it plenty wide enough with this corner that we can just whip in here, put the gate right here. So we'll have basically 2 45s here and a gate. There's a sunbird, you can't see it. Those things are pretty. They're black with a blue luminescent. Right there he is. Hope you can see that in the camera. Unfortunately, there was a palm tree right there in the corner below the camera. I come out here last night to move that. I dug it up, laid it on the bank, come over here, dug a hole to put it in, come back to get it, and there was a bird nest hanging in it. I'm sure it was this one and the female. So I pulled the nest out, laid it aside. I was going to take it up to the house. Planted the tree, got everything done, collected up my stuff. Hope you can see that bird because he is like right in front of the camera, but he might be just above image range. I'm not sure. I hope you can see him. Some kind of sunbird. Asian sunbird, maybe? I'm not sure. It's some kind of sunbird. There's a few different species of them, but like I said, these ones are black with a blue luminescence. They look really nice in the sun. So anyhow, I got the tree replanted, went, picked up the nest, started walking to the house, looked in the nest, and it's one of those like weaver type nests. 3 eggs in it. Nothing I could do. Wish the female would come through right now so you could see her. But the females are yellow and brown. But I happened to be looking out the driveway last night. I see something blowing in the wind in the palm tree out at the driveway. One of those foxtail palms. Walked out there, and then it's a nest that looks very similar to the one I pulled out accidentally yesterday. I feel an ant biting me. I'm sure they'll make another nest around here somewhere. I'll be more careful in the future. But anyhow, I went out there, and it's another nest that looks very much like the one I found here. But we'll show you that later too, when I show you the other nest. This is ready to go now. Like I said, I'll just snap the post off, pile the dirt in there, flush it out, and then we'll have a nice wide turning area, and I'll 45 these both fences with the gate right across here. Should work out really well. Still doesn't solve my problem for that corner down there. I have no idea. I guess if I'm determined to get one back in there, a drill truck, I'm going to have to get one of those little ones like they have on the back of a pickup, because that's the only thing that's going to make that corner now. Oh well, we'll play it by ear. That's all we can do at this point. It's about 9 o'clock right now. That project's done over there. So the plan now is when she's ready to go to Cantilac, try to get about, I'll step this off, but 4 square meters of that grass like she put by her pond, and just kind of make a nice grass path right across here, because as I said before, the intention later on next dry season is to put like a little dock right out here to access that deep water from a dock. I want a nice grass path right around here to get there. Right now there's no rain in the forecast for the next few days, and I don't want to put it out here and just bake in the sun. So we'll nurse it over there if we have to. If I really get desperate, there's ants all over that blue pipe, but if I really get desperate, I could just tee off this pipe here, run a line out here, put a valve and get a hose out here, which I'm sure is going to happen sooner or later, probably later, but if I need to, I got a plan. A lot of water in there. I should figure out how many cubic meters of water is in that thing. I don't know why. Well, real quick, if it's 4 deep, we're going to call it 8 wide because there's 2 ledges on it. 4 deep, 8 wide, 15 long. 815 is 80, 120 by 4 deep, 480 cubic meters of water. That's without the shelf out here. 480, and that's 2 by 1. The shelf underwater is 2 deep. No, it's 1 deep right now, 1 wide, 17 long. So 1 by 1 by 17 is 17 times 2. It's 34. And another 10 minus the 2 I already counted. 8 and 8 is 16 cubic meters. 16 and 34 is 50 cubic meters. So my 4 whatever plus 50. So there's about 500 cubic meters of water in the pond. That doesn't include the canals. Something like that. Not that it really matters. It's a lot of water. So this is the low mat grass I was talking about. She bought this in a mat form and kind of densely put it out here, and it's filled in. Looks nice. Looks like the bugs are eating it, but they eat everything. But this is what I want to put from the bridge to where I assume there will be a dock someday. Just put a short grass like this path around from one to the other before anything else invades it. Try to get it kind of filled in. And then I didn't step it off while I was out there, but I think it's 4. 4 is enough. 4 square meters. Meter wide and 4 meters long. Close enough. And there's the bird nest I accidentally demolished. Inadvertently demolished, whatever you want to say, except I didn't do it on purpose, so don't say that. Let's take a look at this other one out here. Well, when I walked out here to look at it last night, a bird flew out of it. So I know it's some kind of a bird. And I believe it's a sunbird. Didn't get a good look at it. I just seen it zoom off, but it's about the size of a sunbird, so I think that's what it is. Follow up on 2,4-D. As you can see, the grass is less green and less densely populated than it was before. Mostly because it's cleared out a lot of the weeds. It still has not had any effect on these. I did get another non-2,4-D chemical here. I have not tested. Ooh, dizzy. I have not tested yet. Once my 2,4-D sprayer is empty, I will triple rinse it, switch it out to the new chemical, and test it. I have a feeling it's going to kill more of the grass, though, but I'm not sure. We'll see. Looks like she planted a bunch more of those flowers like over there, right here. Just not sure why she doesn't want to put that mat down to control weeds and make life easier. She threw some fill dirt in here, and it just started filling with weeds, so I sprayed it with 2,4-D, so most of it's dead except the few sparse pieces of grass. You can see the clover died off. Trying to lightly spray it so it don't have as much effect on the grass, but gets rid of the weeds. So I'm sitting in here editing a video. I just checked the forecast 15 minutes ago. No rain till this evening. All of a sudden I hear a kaboom. What the hell is that? Come outside. It's a bright sunny day. And what's up? Another missed Thailand forecast. It looks like it's coming this way, so we might get rain here in a minute. I pulled out all those spray hoses so it's easier to mow. I need to label them, get them laid out back, and then I'll bring them back this fall in the dry season, put them back in. But yeah, I just pulled them out, rolled them up. I need to get them labeled and moved back out of the way. Yeah, it's starting to sprinkle now. And the wind. Hasn't rained for a couple days, so it'd be nice to get a little bit just to make sure our plants stay watered. So I was sitting here editing a video. Sompik calls, said, hey, Isuzu called. They want to come and see you. Okay, when do they want to come and see me? Well, first, why? I don't know. They want to see you because you're a customer. Okay, when? Well, they'll be there in just a minute. Well, I look out the front door and they're pulling up. And I opened the gate. I walked out here. They walked up to me, handed me a calendar, took a picture of me, got in the car and started leaving. That was it. Just said hello, took a picture, and started driving off. Some pit was driving out here to see what they wanted. But here's the calendar they brought me. I guess they just make assumptions about people. They literally pulled up. I opened the gate. They got out, walked up here, handed me this, took a picture. I told them you were on your way. Oh, okay. I told them to bring the truck up here. They turned around, got the truck, and left. Who uses a damn calendar anymore? Nobody. Oh, and we went to Canthalac and got some grass for my path out on the island. It rained Canthalac. I don't think it rained at all here, but I think I might drive around back. And so this is just a mat. There's hardly any dirt on the back of it. So all I got to do is take it out there and lay it out like sod. But I'm going to have to make sure I got water on it. I might see if I can find some salan material, that black mesh shit, and lay over it for a couple days so it don't get too much direct sun. When I was out there on the island this morning, I had went out there the night before and I kind of smoothed it all out and roughed it up where I want that path. So this has got a chance of getting some roots down in it fairly easily. So another case of Lazada Chinese fraud. 3,583 baht. About $100 for this stupid thing. Some of those people on those, the vendors, you place this big order, they only kept cash up front. So you pay for it. And this is what you get. Some little trinket that ain't worth nothing, and then Lazada takes forever to get your money back. I filed a claim 3 days ago, and they haven't approved it yet. It's supposed to have been, and I haven't mentioned this, I guess I keep forgetting about it, but a while back, some kid talked me into putting a TV in here. Once in a while in the evening when the bugs are real bad or when it was really hot out, we sat in here and watched a couple movies, but this audio on it isn't real great, so I ordered a sound bar for it. That's what the 3,500 baht was for, a sound bar with a subwoofer. And when this package arrived, I'm like, that's not a sound bar. So I contacted Lazada right away, filed a claim. I didn't even open the package. Well, now I opened the package this morning to see what the hell was in it, and it was that little trinket. And there's a note in there from somebody in China that says, hello, customer. I'm going to abbreviate it, but it just says, oh, here's a small gift from us. Your real product will be arriving in a few days, so don't file a fraud claim. All it's doing is buying them time. As soon as I filed the claim, the item that I had ordered come down off of Lazada and haven't seen it since. And I don't know if that's what Lazada's hang-up is or what, or maybe because I didn't send them a picture of what was inside the package. I just sent them a picture of the package with my address and everything shown on it, and the sender's address, so you can see the order, who it's from, and you can see on the package who the package is from. So maybe I should have opened it up earlier, but whatever. Might be an expensive trinket. Lots of water back in the ponds. As you can see, it's clear up to the grass. I'll see if I can find a piece of a video from just 2 weeks ago. This thing has come up, what, 2.5, 3 meters? Probably 2.5, I'm guessing. 2.5 meters in like 10 to 12 days. And as you can see, this one is the same way. We just dug this, what was it, 3 weeks ago? And it's pretty much full now. I mean, it will still come up and get up on here once they flood the rice fields, but I don't suspect that will happen for another 3 to 4 weeks yet. Just quick update, you can see some pits planted lemongrass. That stuff works really good for holding soil, mainly because it just grows so fast and it's got a pretty dense root base. It's got it all the way around there, all the way down that side. She put a little canal along the edge to push the water out. Did that most way around. She's got lemongrass all around all the corners. And I know we saw it, but I don't know if I talked about it, but she pulled rice out of that grow area there and brought it over here. Put all this in rice just to get something on here for the rains. But it was just too much work to do the whole thing, so she just abandoned that, and then I put the bridge in. But none of that is why we're out here this morning. I got my sod laid down last evening. I got 5 square meters. It was like 230 baht, I think, for 5 square meters. So I had previously come out here and kind of graded this out somewhat smooth. Got a drainage out of here, as you saw. And then I raked the top up to kind of break it up, loosen it up. And then I come in last night, laid that sod on there, threw some manure on it, covered it with straw, hoping this will take hold before other stuff does. I kind of wanted a nice little path here because that's where I plan on putting a little dock later on. In hindsight, I probably should have got a bunch more of this and just kind of loosely scattered it out so it starts taking hold before a bunch of weeds and shit does. I'm hoping this will choke out the weeds. The next thing on my agenda, we've got a lot of things on the agenda, but I'm just going to go through them one at a time. I'm not going to bore you with all the stuff. I talked about having them take dirt from the mountain over there and throw it in here when they come here. This is going to be a ton of work, but I think I'm going to go ahead and get the wagon and start moving it myself. Mainly because if they come in with a backhoe, they'd have to get one little scoop, drive over here, dump it. Go back over there, another little scoop, drive over here and dump it. Or probably take a truck, put a half load on it and dump it there. I'm not sure. The other thing is if we leave for a day, they could come in here and pull that pile out of here in one day and then I wouldn't have anything for this. So that's probably the biggest reason I want to go ahead and do it myself. Certainly not because I enjoy the work. I know that. It's a big hole. That's going to take 30 wagon loads or so. But it'll be a good corner once that's filled in and gets packed down. Be able to easily just swing the pickup in there and then come back and swing it out. And as I said before, I'll probably, when I fence it, I'll fence it down to here and then 45 it up to here, about straight across from this post somewhere. Make sure it's plenty wide enough to make the corner and back out. And then put the gate back here off the road a little bit. Okay, 2,4-D follow-up. A lot of people comment about 2,4-D, going to cause cancer and kill you. I'm aware of all that. I lived through that era back in the 80s when they came out with it. But either A, they've reformulated it and it's not as hazardous as it used to be, or B, as long as the manufacturer tells you they're trying to kill you with cancer, then it's okay because it's still for sale on Lazada. If you don't believe me, go search for it and check it out. But anyhow, in lieu of that, because it didn't kill that one type of weed out there, I have found another product here I'm going to try. Supposed to be for use in rice fields, but it's hard to understand the labels on these because their sentence structure is so different and some of the words don't exactly translate. I think it kills some grasses too, so we're going to throw a couple test sprays down. I already did this corner right here, and I did the front corner right here by the fish pot to see if it kills that grass that Sound Pit put out. There's a few weeds right here amongst this grass. I'm going to spray, and I'm going to spray this stuff right here because this is the stuff that we're hoping to spread throughout the property. So honestly, if it would kill all the grass with that, that'd be awesome. About 10 minutes ago, I sprayed this section right here with Kill All. I call it Roundup, but it's not Roundup because they don't have Roundup here. But I sprayed this with a sterilizer. She wants to kill that whole thing off and try growing it back in that grass I just showed you. So I told her to let it dry on there because she was going to try to kill it with this tarp. So I said, let me spray it and then put the tarp back on it. Between the two of them, they'll all die. So that got sprayed. I told her to let it dry, then we'll throw the tarp back on it. My purple banana is coming back to life. I was worried for a minute. These things here, as long as I keep them sprayed after every rain, I've kind of kept the bugs off them. Now, I think the bug season's kind of ending now. I think when those rains first come, those beetles hatch out and they go crazy feeding. I'm going to spray this clover here, see if it kills it off. I'm not going to do a lot with this because, like I said, I think it's going to kill some grasses, and some of this grass I want to keep here just for erosion protection. Planted some of those seeds over here about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago for that grass I was just talking about, and you can see some of them are coming up here. So with that inspiration, she's working on that. Oh, I got to get some dirt there. There's a hole under that grass. This is where all them rats were tunneling under here. And I think that's part of the reason some of this is caving in. I think I've got all the rest of it under control now. Just this one spot here She also planted some of those grass seeds here, so they're coming up here as well. So if we can get these steps covered, I was going to throw some rocks on there, but she put grass seed in there before me, so let it be. This is the area I really want to test because this has that, I forget the name of it now, vaginus or something, whatever it's called, stuff that the 2,4-D wasn't killing. So I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to spray this whole corner right here, and we'll know in a week if it's going to kill the grass or not. And if it's going to kill the stuff, it shouldn't take a lot, just a little bit of contact on a couple leaves of each plant. So that's all I'm going to spray. Look at the clover here. There's no grass in here to speak of, so I'm just going to spray a big patch of it. I'm going to spray a big smiley face, and we'll see what happens. Big circle, eyeball, eyeball, nose, smile. I will be able to tell that for sure. Okay, I got that done. I took the kill all and sprayed everything next to the wall all the way around, all the way up here, and all the way down the inside of that. And get this stuff rolled up and put away and somehow label it so I know where it goes back to this fall once it dries out again. Because I will put that out probably one more season. We'll see. Must have frogs or water bugs or something in the pond. I keep seeing some splashes and ripples out there. And I think I have figured out what my next project is going to be. If it's not obvious, it's getting water out here, the island. This island isn't very big. So when I get off the camera, I'm going to step off how much pipe I'm going to need. I'm not going to have enough water here, and I can't reach this water here. Shit, that's barely halfway. Means I got to walk all the way back over there to get water. Should have brought a piece of rope to throw this in the pond. I think the water level's done coming up for now, but as you can see, it's put a lot of water in that pond in the last week, 10 days. Most of this come in here in just the last week to 10 days. That was a frog. I seen it right there. I might have got it on the camera too. As you can see, I got this mostly filled today. 21 wagon loads. Took me 4 trips out here and back, but I just come out here, work till I was exhausted, go in there, cool off, rest, come back out, back and forth. But I pretty much got it. I'll probably need to add 1 or 2 more and just kind of level it out a little bit once it gets wet and it settles in a little bit. So I'd like to get this thing packed in and top coated while that pile of dirt's still there. Just because it's available and I don't have to try digging it somewhere else or take our good topsoil. And in reference to getting dirt, I basically just took everything that washed off here, was laying through here. There's still a lot more here. But once you get so far down, it's very, very tacky because there's clay in it and it's hard to scoop. So I just skimmed the top off this and then everything off the road. And that was all I took over there. So I don't want him to think I was stealing his dirt that he bought from me. But as I said, I think my next project's going to be getting water on that island. So I'll just cut into that 1-inch line, trench across here, and I'll go right under this concrete slab, under the bridge, run it over there, pop it out the other side of the concrete slab, and just put a riser right here by the bridge somewhere. Because like I said, that island's not very big. Just put a hose long enough to reach all the corners and call it good. Hardest part's going to be digging the trench right here because this is getting packed already. All right, I'm going to go grab a little more water for this grass, and I think I got enough clips for another video. So thanks for joining us, Paradise in Thailand.